This is a brand new car announced by Koenigsegg this week. I watched the reveal video on YouTube. It
Mhm.
looks really, really cool. Mr. Koenigsegg himself gives like a whole big, this is why it's called blah, blah, blah. I'm going to save you 15 minutes of watching a video to find out why they call it the Sadhir Spear. It's named after his father's horse.
Of course
Anyways,
it is.
yeah, rich people problem.
Mm.
It will produce 1,300 horsepower on gas and 1,625 horsepower when running on E85. It is coming with an E85 tune, which is awesome. It'll deliver right around 2,700 newton meters of torque at 6,100 RPM. Top speed, which has already been verified, and they even did a lap record at the testing track that they were at, 224 miles an hour. Car's power to weight ratio exceeds the 1-to-1, a actual hallmark of all Koenigsegg vehicles.
I love homework. Yeah, good movies.
Tons of aerodynamic improvements. 9-speed transmission, 6-piston calipers, 4 pistons in the rear. Lots of cool wheels. Blah blah blah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is my least favorite. Hate how these look.
You
I've
know what's
always
funny?
hated how the Koenigsegg's look.
Okay, so I'm gonna agree with you to a point. I like the way they look exterior. I like the body. I like the bodies on them, and I love the doors. I love the flip up, straight up
That's
design.
the only thing I like about them.
I hate the interiors on those cars.
They're
'Cause
they're too trying to be fancy.
they're too
like,
fancy for what they are.
Yeah. Which I mean, again, if I'm paying $30 million, I kind of want it to be fancy. So
Yeah.
like I kind of see it. But I have always thought these are the absolute ugliest cars. I would never pay $3 million for one because I hate how it looks. I think it looks boxy, ugly. It has no good lines to it. And I can't imagine it being aerodynamic, even though it is.
It really is.
But like it's just every Koenigsegg I've ever seen is ugly. I can't stand it.
I will say that the Koenigsegg's are one of those cars that you actually have to see in person to appreciate.
I've seen a few in person. I've seen a Pagani in person, but I just don't like how they look. I will say, I take that back. I do like the Pagani.
Yeah.
That one looks good, but it also has a lot of curves compared to a lot of other Koenigsegg's that are out there.
Pagani's not a Koenigsegg.
Or sorry.
Pagani's their own brand, bro.
What am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of a.
You want to just throw out a bunch of Koenigsegg models?
Go through the Koenigsegg models.
That's gonna be a struggle for me because I only know
I know
the one.
There's one I know that for a fact.
Which brings us back to our weekly segment of Wes was wrong yet again.
Yeah, I don't need your shit.
My man got 2 jobs.
Like, I'm not in the mood.
So there's the Jesko, the Regera, the CCX, the Trevetta, the Agera, the Gamera, the 1-to-1, the CC850.
I think it's the Jesko.
Yeah, the Jesko is the one right before this one.
Yeah, it's a little more curvy. Kind of has a like a McLaren back end.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I found the picture.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, the Jesko. I don't know what I was thinking because Pagani is also a supercar brand, but it also has like a lot of curves. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I do like. That's why I got confused because I wanted to talk about Pagani because I do like the Pagani. That's the one supercar I really like.
But I did so similar.
But the Jesko does look good.
Similar where your head was going. I put Pagani and Koenigsegg in kind of the same area of like the lesser known supercar brands.
Yeah. Which again, I'm not saying they're not bad at all. I do like the Koenigsegg, and I think they've done a lot because they are, they're performance cars. That's what they're built for. Not necessarily the craziest looking cars, but they are built to perform. They are built to go fast, and they do a very good job at that.
I will say out of all of the supercar brands, I'm always impressed with Koenigsegg. Again, not like my favorite looking car, but with looks. I mean, they were one of the first brands. That was the 1-to-1 was literally you get 1 pound or like 1 horsepower per pound of car.
Yeah.
And again, that was them pushing like, hey, we're gonna make the ultimate supercar. We're gonna make the ultimate hypercar. Matter of fact, if you look on their website, they actually don't call themselves supercars or hypercars. They're called megacars.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But yeah, the one thing I've never ever liked about any Koenigsegg ever is the interior.
Yeah,
it's very fancy, and I feel like I'm gonna break something.
That's why I don't stand Bugatti either. Yeah. I don't like Bugatti Veyrons. I don't like how they look. And again, maybe because I can't afford one, but I just don't like how they look. I think They're very bubbly, and they look like
I don't like the way the Veyron and the
they
Chiron
look like
look.
a 2005 Beetle
Yeah.
souped up. Like
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
it looks like. I can't. The other thing I was gonna say though, I do think Koenigsegg. I'm not a big fan of the way they look, but I do appreciate the brand too because I've heard a bunch of stories and again seen it all over social media about how they take care of their customers to like
Mhm.
to the completion. Like I was listening to a story about I don't remember exactly what model it was, but there was a Koenigsegg that was driving around a track, was doing a track day, lost a rear axle, like it fell off, like from like whatever it was. I don't know exactly what the problem was, but Koenigsegg sent out a tech and in the part same day, got it there the next day and replaced it and got him back on the road.